You know, I was.
We're gonna play one more, because why not? As everyone comes in from the waiting room. Thanks for coming, everybody.
A lot of power, and it makes me feel like it makes me.
There's Pink in the kitchen with Willow. There's Andrew Zimmern. I say let's get the party started. Hey everybody, this is Billy Harris in Los Angeles. Welcome to our Red All-Star Cook-Along, our night number 2. We have Pink with us and Willa as well. Willow right there in the kitchen.
Hi, with the knife.
He's walking with a chef's knife right there. We have Andrew Zimmern coming to us live from Minneapolis as well. We have people joining us from Australia, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Great Britain, Ireland, Italy, Kuwait, Norway, Poland, Singapore, Sweden, and someone just said they were coming live from New Jersey right now. So we love you in Jersey. Well, so thank you all being here. We got a couple hundred people on here right now. I know they're also streaming this out. I'm wearing my red sequins. It's 1,000 degrees in the studio right now. I'm schwitzing a little. I'm drinking some Two Wolves wine as well. But let's do a quick little intro and a quick little welcome. So Pink, you should say hello first and welcome everyone.
Hi, everybody. I'm reading everything that everyone's writing. You're from everywhere. We're international.
We are international.
Thank you so much, Vegas. It's 115 degrees in Vegas. That sounds
Someone
awesome.
just gave us Jersey. St. Petersburg.
I love you all, and I'm so happy that you're here with us. Singapore, Florida,
Texas, Iowa, Manchester.
Australia. Yeah, everywhere.
Pink is our little sous chef and our conduit with everyone here tonight. So thank you.
As Andrew knows, I'm here to just screw it up.
Just here to screw it up.
That is so not true. Someone with your heart, your talent. I mean, come on.
And this halibut.
And that halibut.
You got this. By the way, if everyone, no matter where you are in the world, if you're cooking along, make sure you've got a little bit of water boiling, get a couple pans preheating, make sure that you're ready, because when we start cooking, we're actually going to start cooking.
We are going to cook.
Get your stuff ready.
All right, get your stuff ready. All right, Andrew, what is that all they need to know right now? Just boil some water and have everything prepped?
Yeah, I just want to thank Pink for joining us and for everyone who's contributed to make this such an incredible event. The Recipient Red is an organization that I've been working with for a long time, almost as long as they've been around. And I'm so thrilled that we're able to cook our way into a better place in the world, one plate of halibut at a time and one bottle of Two Wolves at a time.
At a time. Perfect. All right, so let's get some business out of the way. Obviously, once again, we really thank everyone joining us here. We did our first one last week with Anthony Anderson and Ron Sanchez. I just want to let everyone know, coming to us from around the world, we got 2 more this week. I'm sending everyone an email. You can come and join as my guest. So we expect to see you Wednesday night with Al Roker and Saturday night with Joel McHale. You'll get that tomorrow. And but let's go to Jennifer Latito right now in New York City. She is the president and CEO of this amazing campaign. Great to see you, Jennifer. Tell everyone everything they need to know.
Thank you so much, Billy, and good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be joining all of you tonight for our second really fabulous in our series of 4 Red Cook-Alongs. I just have to say, Billy, Pink, Andrew, Charlotte, Paul, all of you, huge thanks goes out to all of you in pulling this fun night together that is going to help us in our fight against pandemics. It's been such an honor to have all of this talent involved. Andrew, as you mentioned, you've been a supporter of ours for so long, and we really appreciate you stepping up yet again. And Pink, it's such a pleasure to have you here as well. So, Red is 15 years old this year. So, we are really excited about this new campaign that we have underway. It's called Summer Rediscovered. If you can't read it in Billy's background there, that's the campaign. It's a great lineup of stars and chefs and other amazing people doing great things to save lives over the next month. So, the campaign, it's delicious, it's fun, it's colorful, but it's also really, really important. We're raising money and awareness to fight the impact of COVID that is still ravaging so much of the world. So much of us are thinking that we're getting back to what we call normal. Unfortunately, that's not the case in other parts. So we got to do what we can to get people involved. And all of you here tonight are contributing to that. For those of you who don't know, Red has raised nearly $700 million to date, every cent of which has gone to work on the ground and impacted over 220 million people. To all of you tonight who bought tickets, a big, big thank you. You paid $25, but really with the help of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, that $25 is actually $100 to the work on the ground. So thank you for that. And for anybody watching tonight who wants to donate, I know Billy, you typically will put this into the chat as well.
Yep.
red.org/summer, and it will all also get matched by the Gates Foundation. Last but not least, I just want to thank our supporters at Merck for putting this on. And I just want to say thank you. I cannot wait to see what you guys are cooking up tonight. Yum, yum. And back to you, Billy.
Well, one of them will be cooking, that's for sure. Thank you, Jennifer. Once again, we are going to put the link in the chat. It's really straightforward, everybody, really easy. It's just red.org/summer. Every dollar makes a difference. If you can donate $10, $50, go for it, do that. We will put that in the chat. Obviously, of course, many of you follow Red on Instagram, so it's just @Red. Please make sure you're following them on Instagram. But one more step before we get to cooking and having a good time. Charlotte Voisey is joining us tonight from Miami via London, via New York, our good friends at Hendrick's Gin. We're going to make an amazing Shisho Green Gimlet. Our good friends at from William Grant & Sons, some of the best spirits in the world. Charlotte Voisey from Miami, guide us through making a cocktail. Andrew's going to make a cocktail. Pink's going to make a cocktail.
Yeah, I am.
Willow's going to make a cocktail. There's no HR problems on Zoom, so... Charlotte Voisey, take it away.
Thank you so much, Billy, and good evening to everyone all around the world. Super exciting. Great. So I know we've got some excellent wine to enjoy later on, but let's get everybody started with a cocktail. And we're going to make together the Shisho Green Gimlet. Okay, so I'll just take you through step by step and we can make it together. The first thing you want to do is your glassware prep, actually. So if you've got a martini glass or some kind of coupe, whichever glass you're going to use, if it's in the freezer, that's great. Otherwise, you want to chill it down now. So the simplest way is just to put some ice in the glass, and the time it takes us to make the cocktail will be just enough to chill down that glass, and it'll just be an extra special touch. Okay? So if you've got your glassware ready, put some ice, get it nice and chilled. Okay? And then we'll start making the cocktail. So this is a cocktail with a few steps, and it's going to be shaken. So we do need a cocktail shaker. So that's the first thing you need to grab. Okay, good. I can see your shaker there, Pink. All right, now straight into the cocktail shaker, we're going to put a few green grapes, depending on how big they are, 4, 5, 6 grapes. They just drop them straight into the shaker, just like so. And then you're going to take some cucumber and just chop it up into like thin slices or little cubes. About 1 inch of cucumber chopped up, and those just go straight into the shaker as well, okay? Now, with these ingredients in the shaker, what we're going to do is muddle them together, because that's going to break down the grapes and the cucumber to start to release the flavor. So if you have a muddler, great. If you don't have a muddler at home, you can use like a rolling pin without the ends, or some kind of object that will just allow you to press down and twist, and you'll see and hear the grapes bursting and the cucumber crushing. And essentially what we're doing is we're just starting to release the flavor of both. Okay, so 4 or 5 times, just press down and twist.
So satisfying,
right? It's so good. I know, you can get lost in a trance doing this and just keep on going. All right, but once you see the ingredients broken down, that should be good enough. Okay, so that's muddled. Now we're going to add in the liquid ingredients. So we're going to start off then with Hendrick's Gin. Okay, we're going to add 1 ounce of Hendrick's Gin. And Hendrick's is made with cucumber, so this is already a perfect combination. I do recommend you measure, because that way you know your cocktail will be balanced and taste good, which is important. So 1 ounce of Hendrick's Gin. And then next up, we're going to use some sake. Now, the reason I'm using sake in this cocktail is, first of all, it's a little bit lower in alcohol, which means that you can enjoy this cocktail before dinner, and it's not going to ruin your palate, right? Sometimes if you drink something that's too strong, you actually compromise your palate, and I would hate to do that with Chef Andrew Zimmern on the Zoom. So we're going to use a little bit of sake. There are many different types. You can choose whatever you want. I went for a pink sake today because I can. And
you
we're
can.
just going to add it. I can, and I did. I just went there. 1 ounce of sake, and that just goes straight into the cocktail shaker as well. Okay, so this just adds a nice aromatic, kind of soft, fleshy taste too. So that's in. Now we've got our simple syrup, which is essentially just sugar and water. You can easily make this at home. You just dissolve equal parts sugar and water, so a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Again, measured out and put straight into the cocktail shaker. Okay, and now lastly, we're going to add some fresh lemon juice. So anytime we add sweetness, we want a little bit of citrus just to balance that out. And when it comes to citrus, fresh is always best, okay? So a fresh lemon, you just want to chop that in half. 1/2 a lemon will give you about 1/2 ounce of juice. So you can squeeze that straight into your cocktail shaker. And now we have all of the ingredients in the shaker. So now we need to add some ice. So just fill up your cocktail shaker with ice. Okay. And, oh, I forgot one ingredient. We want to add the shiso leaves as well, which is kind of important because it's in the name of the drink.
Because that's the name of the drink, right, Charlotte?
Kind of
Just checking.
Yeah, exactly. So if you find shiso, that's great. And I know that you're going to use it in your cooking a little later on. If you couldn't find shiso, you can use mint or basil, just some kind of nice aromatic herb that really pulls out the flavors from the gin. So what you want to do is take a few leaves or whichever herb you have, give it a little slap in your hand, give it a little clap, and then drop that into the shaker as well, okay? Just like that, boom, goes in. And now what we're going to do is give this a really good shake, right? With the shake, we want to extract the flavor from the cucumber, from the grapes. We want to agitate the herbs and get everything nice and cold. So let's go with the shake. How's this sound?
We got people shaking from all over the world right now.
I get another glass.
Okay. After all of that, you're going to take your glass, dump out the ice if you had chilled it that way. You got a nice cold glass, and we're going to strain our cocktail straight into the glass. If you have a fine strainer, like a tea strainer, you can use that as well. It just keeps the little bits of mint or shiso out of the drink because they can sort of stick to your teeth. We've got enough flavor from the action of shaking. Okay, so that just goes in like so. And then last but not least, looking good, huh? We just want to garnish, okay? So all we need to do here is take one of your leaves, whether it was mint, basil, or shiso, lay it in the palm of your hand, give it a little slap, a little clap, okay, just enough to awaken those essential oils that sit on the top of the leaf there. And you're just going to drop that on top of the cocktail. Real simple, real clean. It'll get the aromas going, which will set up the taste for you. So here's your shiso green gimlet. What a pleasure to make a cocktail with you guys.
It's so pretty.
Cheers. Thanks, Billy.
Cheers, Charlotte, Pink, AZ, raise a glass. All our guests out there that are making cocktails.
So pretty.
This is a great way to start the show. My 16-year-old delivered this to me in the studio, so it's kids do have a use for sure. It's delicious.
That's my new jam. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. That's lovely. Charlotte, just so you know, a couple people asked, they actually just said in the chat, they're like, do we really need to measure?
Yeah. If you want it to taste good, yes, please.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Charlotte Voisey, on the beautiful shiso green gimlet. I can't say that one 10 times fast. Andrew, the floor is yours. Let's do some cooking with you and Pink and whoever's cooking at home. And we're going to do some gorgeous halibut and the strawberry rhubarb flambé with rum caramel.
Hey, before we get there, thanks. Charlotte, once again, not the first time we've worked together. Thank you for including shiso and a cocktail that so beautifully sets up the meal that we're going to use and the wines that we're going to drink. This is absolutely fantastic. We got shiso from our local Asian market. I use it in everything. I'm obsessed with shiso leaf. So it really is a beautiful aromatic for drinks. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Pink and I want to do some cooking with you. We've been working hard all week on this. And we're really pretty excited. Let me quickly go through the menu at large, and then we'll get going. I have a little bit of water boiling here, about an inch of it in this pot. We're going to make our sauce in this bowl, put it into this pot, and create a double boiler. and then we're going to set that sauce aside. It'll keep warm on that warm water until we're ready to sauce and finish the plate. I have 2 pans here. Both are preheating. I have a low flame under each one. One pan we're going to cook our fish in. The other pan we're going to cook our greens in. And then all 3 elements, the fish, the sauce, and the greens, are going to come together on our plate. Very, very simple dish. The kind of dish that you can make on a weeknight or make on a weekend and plus it up with some other things around it for a more elegant dinner party. The sauce that we're making here is a very traditional Japanese miso sauce that you're going to use this for everything. And even though it has eggs in it, unlike a hollandaise sauce, and the eggs thicken this sauce, because it has so much protein from the miso, you'll be able to just put it in the fridge, take it out. You're going to want to eat this sauce on everything. So, Pink, you ready to get started?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yoo-hoo! All right. So the first thing that we want to do before we even deal with our fish is actually get our sauce started. So the first thing that I want to do is I actually want to separate my eggs.
I already did that.
I'm just knocking them on the side of my bowl here, just so that I can isolate the yolks. And I just drop them into this other little bowl. Room temperature eggs separate much easier. They crack much easier. At home, I keep my eggs at room temperature. Unlike other sauces, folks at home, if you have a little bit of white in your yolk, don't worry about it. And all I'm going to do in this double boiler is add my sake, my sugar.
But in the bowl, right? Above it, right?
In the bowl. In this bowl that I have over water that's barely simmering.
Do you have water simmering, Pink?
It's a rolling boil.
All right, that's good.
All right. You want to lower it to a simmer because if it's too strong, funky things happen to it. You start burning the sauce on the sides. You just want to simmer.
Okay. And you're just going to add all the ingredients?
Yep. I put my eggs in last just so that I have something to beat them into. It saves me from scorching any if my bowl is hot. But the one thing that a lot of people, I keep it around, which is dashi, which is a Japanese seaweed and smoked fish stock.
Yeah.
They sell a dehydrated version of it called dashi no moto. And I usually sprinkle that in when I'm teaching this because most people don't make their own dashi. If you make your own dashi and you want to use it, you only need a few tablespoons, say 3 or 4, and I make sure to add a 4th egg yolk. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that this sauce is pretty runny. It looks like it's sauce consistency, but it's not quite thick enough. Over the simmering water, over the course of 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how strongly you're simmering, you can just whisk this together and it will slowly tighten. It won't get as thick as the miso paste was when you first put it in, but it'll slowly tighten a little bit and the egg yolks will cook. If you're using a thermometer, you're going to want it north of 150, 160 degrees. I don't use one. I just use my hand test. I can tell when it's starting to get hot by putting my hands on the side of the bowl. And when I can't put my finger into the sauce, when it's too hot for that, I know it's done. The other way I know it's done is by smelling it. Raw egg yolks have a very particular taste or smell. Cooked egg yolks have a very particular smell. And so I'm waiting for that cooked egg yolk smell. And I think we will probably be good with this in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Do you have to keep stirring the whole time?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was about to address that. One of the great things about this sauce is that it's extremely forgiving. In other words, you can whisk it, leave it alone, go into the fridge. We're going to actually clean our fish while this sauce is simmering, but that's another reason why I like it over simmering water instead of over boiling water. So is your sauce all squared away? It looks it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's going.
It's going.
All right.
Happening, and it's a very pretty color.
That's all we need. So I think everyone got the same halibut, correct?
Yes, everyone around the country.
Yeah, and so anyone who's cooking along, mine has the skin on it. And halibut is a very easy fish to skin if yours has the skin on it as well. Just take your knife and at a 45-degree angle, just cut down without piercing the skin and slide your knife into a position so it's even with your cutting board. It's parallel to it. And holding on to this piece, just moving your knife back and forth and pulling on the skin, you can literally just remove the skin like a sheet of paper from underneath the fillet of the fish.
Okay, if I chop my hand off on live on Zoom, that's gonna,
Yeah.
I guess that's the time to do it, right?
It would.
Okay.
That would be the time. Yeah,
That'd be the time to do it.
Absolutely.
Maybe you cheated. I don't know.
Hey, Andrew, someone wanted to know what's a great alternative for dashi. Someone said just use chicken stock, or what do we else to use?
Well, you know, chicken stock is not the greatest, only because chicken stock has a lot of poultry flavor. We want to have that incredible umami flavor that comes with dashi. It's such a unique flavor. You mentioned Dominique Crenn before. She's an old friend of mine, and I was just with her in Los Angeles a couple weeks ago. And Dominique almost exclusively in her restaurants cooks with dashi, different types of dashis. She has dozens of them in her repertoire because it's the magical umami ingredient in so many of her sauces,
And
braises,
butchering,
soups, etc. I want everyone to check their sauce.
How's that working out, Pink? How's that?
Are you checking your sauce?
No, I'm struggling with the fish.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to show you a little tip. I've got a couple different cuts here because I'm going to show people how to plate this a couple different ways. But here's the piece of fish that I have, right? And all I'm going to do is lay this on the board. I'm going to try to do this with one hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to cut so that my knife meets the skin. Can you see that? And then what I'm going to do...
Oh, this one's going a lot smoother.
No. We're going to show everyone. We're going to move our camera. We have a really cool little trick here.
Ooh, we're going mobile. Look at this little zoom in.
It comes in here. I use this little piece of meat here like a handle, and I hold on to it, and I move my knife till it's parallel. And it's actually, I'm just slowly moving my knife back and forth and pulling the skin away.
I feel like I just got voted off the island, you guys.
And look, we're cooking this, right? I mean, we're not doing a presentation for the queen. So
yeah,
if you have a little divot or a ding in it, it's not going to matter. It's just fish.
Tell that to the fish's mother.
Yeah. That's fish.
Okay.
Just fish.
That is how it's going to be, and they're going to eat it, and they're going to eat it.
My sauce is done. I don't know about anybody else's, but I was simmering away. There's steam there. I'm definitely not as thick as it was before we started, but my sauce is thickened, and I can taste the cooked egg yolk in it, and it's coating the back of my finger when I dip it in. And when I hold my whisk up, I get sauce in thick sort of clumps at the tip of my whisk.
Delicious.
All right, so just keep that warm, set that aside.
Andrew, someone wanted to know, is this specifically a fish sauce, or could this be paired with other things?
I use it, I'll tell you something. I learned how to make this 25 years ago, and I use it with meat, pork, chicken, vegetables. I make this dish actually without the fish, just as a vegetable dish
Right.
where I put the sauce on the bottom and just do a big plate of sautéed greens on top of it.
Oh,
To
so
accompany
good.
All kinds of things. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I would put it on ice cream.
We have. All right.
Oh, of course you have.
So the next thing I want to do is I want to turn up the temperature on the sauté pan that I'm cooking my fish in. And while it's preheating, I want everybody to season their fish with salt.
Can I ask you a pan question?
You can ask me any question you want, my
Okay.
friend.
I have one terrible pan and then I have a worse one. Which one would you use for which?
The one that's terrible and not worse.
For the greens.
Fish.
For the fish.
Yep.
Which
Those
one's
don't
that?
look bad. Why do you think those are terrible?
They're very old. I got them with my first apartment.
Oh, okay. So I know what to give you. I know what to give you this year for Christmas.
Kind of order. All right, so I'm going to turn one of them up.
Yep.
Like medium?
We want that pan really hot. And the reason is if we put it in a cold pan, the fish is going to stick. So
Okay.
I've been preheating this on low, and now I've got it up to in between medium and high, and I have some grapeseed oil here. You can use grapeseed, canola, peanut oil, anything that doesn't have solids in it.
Good. Can you hear? Do you need the earbuds?
Willow taught me how to use AirPods for this,
Yeah, but here she comes. Hey, Willow.
and I would like it back. Thank you. Okay, sorry.
No problem. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the pan, and I can see that it's hot enough because the oil is smiling. It's rippling and aromatic. I can smell it right away, and it's not exploding. So I know I've done the right job of preheating it, and I want to show everyone out there how I lay fish into the pan so it doesn't stick and I don't spatter oil on my hand. Take your piece of fish, whether it's big or small, drag it across the oil, and that means that the pan is hot enough and my fish isn't going to stick. And then what I do is I just lay it into the pan away from me. Lay the fish in the pan away.
Did you already salt and pepper it?
I put salt on it. I didn't put pepper on it for a reason. I'm going to put pepper on afterwards
Okay.
because I want really yummy fresh black pepper flavor in this. I don't want seared black pepper flavor.
Andrew, people want to know if their fish is sticking right away. Is that a more oil, too much heat, need more butter situation?
Pan isn't hot enough.
Pan isn't hot enough, everybody.
But all you got to do, don't pull the fish away. Just let it sit, because the more that you cook it, and we're not going to flip this until it's cooked almost all the way through. This is a little. My pieces are about 3/4 of an inch thick.
Right.
And so that'll cook in a total of about 6 or 7 minutes. So I'm going to go 5 on one side, 2 on the other. So we're going to have a spatula. So if anyone feels that their fish is sticking, you've got lots of residual gifts coming from the equipment itself. Mine is not sticking.
So you're on high heat and you're on an induction right now as well. So
Well, I'm on induction because we built gas in the back here. This is our studio kitchen. We do a lot of testing and shooting here, and I find it's easier to teach on this so that I don't have anything sort of blocking our way.
right.
I just have this on the show side, and I'm just going to let it cook and get a nice sear on there.
Perfect. And let's check, Andrew, I'm going to check in with some people. Some people are just hanging out and watching. I see a lot of people cooking here. Let's see who has some people are just drinking a beer, watching the show. I like it. Cocktails are good too. We got people from all over the world here. I see people drinking a lot of cocktails. I see Ken Newman in San Francisco having a good time. My old mook from the neighborhood. He's in the witness protection program right now. That's for sure. Let's see, who's cooking right now? I see Joe and Mel Shine. I'm going to unmute you guys. You guys cooking? Can you guys unmute? There we go. Hi, guys. Where are you coming from tonight? Where are you?
I'm at Chanhassen, Minnesota.
Minnesota. You're in Andrew's
Right down the
neighborhood
road
there.
from Andrew, home of Prince.
All right. How's it going in Minnesota? How are you cooking the halibut?
We're cooking the halibut.
You're cooking the halibut for the hell of it right now.
Yes.
Cooking the hell out of the halibut.
You're trying. A for effort, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Everything good in Minneapolis?
Fantastic.
It is now.
It is now with that big goblet of cocktail. Fantastic. Any questions for Andrew or Pink while I got you on here? We got hundreds of people and I picked you first. So what's up?
On the hot seat. I don't know.
You're on the hot seat. All right.
All right, Andrew, if you could cook any dish ever, what would it be?
Besides this halibut.
Besides this.
My grandmother passed away before I ever got to be what I am now. And she gave me my foundation in cooking, and I would like to make her roast chicken dish for her.
Oh.
Well, that's very sweet.
And Pink, if you could sing only one song ever, what would it be?
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Come on.
Probably
have to
to
be yours,
make
it could be
you,
any of them.
probably to make you feel my love. Because it's the only song I can play on the piano.
That's all.
Very cute.
That's very sweet. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Andrew, back to the halibut.
Well,
I flipped my fish.
Right now I have a nice brown crust on.
Pink, do you have a brown crust on your halibut?
It's the most beautiful fish I've ever cooked in my life.
Okay, good.
And so all I'm doing is I'm just flipping it over.
I want to show what's like. Because I'm one of those people that
I'm sure he also was like, I've seen them.
All right, whoever that is, you have to mute yourself.
And I've raised the temperature on my other saute pan where we're going to cook our greens. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait a second. I want my fish to rest. So I'm taking my little pieces of fish, which I think are medium rare. I want them to rest to medium. I just want my fish to cook just to the point of being done, right? I don't want to overcook my fish. So I have this fantastic, rather than doing one big piece, I cut 3 little rectangles, little fingers of them, because I think I'm going to plate mine a little bit fancier. And then I've got another piece waiting back here that I'm going to cook for you that is more typical of, I think, how I would serve this at home. I want to bring everybody back to my sauce for a second before we cook the greens. As it cools a little bit, the sauce looks like it's dying. Just give it a little whisk and you'll see it comes back to life and it's really thick. You want it just a little thinner, just 1 teaspoon at a time. Whisk a little water into it. I just added 1 teaspoon just to kind of bring it back to life because we're going to start plating in a second. And I want to draw your attention to these mustard greens and shiso leaves that I have. I've got the temperature raised underneath our pan. I have this on high. One of the problems with cooking greens is there's a lot of moisture in these greens, right? So sometimes people use too low a temperature, they wind up with like soup or water around it. I want this pan smoking hot. So when I add the oil in my greens and everything, I just flash saute it 2 or 3 times. And I have a plate here that I'm going to put the greens on so that when I plate it, if any liquid does come out, I'm not going to have to deal with that problem.
And Andrew, just so you know, we think you're smoking hot.
Billy, I think you're, well, I'm on record is how I feel about you.
Yes, you're definitely on record.
As to how you feel about me.
Yeah, I think you're smoking hot.
All right, back to the flash saute. So,
I'm going to show everyone because it takes so little time. I want to show everybody so then they can go ahead and do it. My pan is really, really hot. I'm adding a little bit of that oil. I'm adding some sesame seeds and some salt. The sesame seeds toast right away in there.
all right, we can do that.
And all you do, I've got a couple chopsticks here. I'm adding some shiso there. And I'm using my hands and I'm just turning these greens in this hot pan. And you can do this in batches if you're making a lot. Don't pile your greens into a big spaghetti pot. That tends not to work. Then you wind up with green soup. And I love the purple color of the shiso. And so I don't want to overcook that. But that little bit of sesame, that little bit of salt in there is all you need. And I'm just stirring this with chopsticks in my hands. And the reason I like my hands is that I don't have these crazy greens falling out of the pot while I'm trying to shake them because they're very light. And once they start to wilt, they become a lot easier to control. And by the way, the reason I'm using mustard greens, they have a wonderful sort of spicy, sort of almost horseradish, watercress-like flavor, but they're also sturdy. They stand up to this sauce and the fish. And now that they've wilted, I just give them one little flash like that in my pan. Kill the heat. And I just put these greens right down onto the plate for them to rest. There's no water, there's no juices, there's no nothing. They're just wilted and cooked.
Beautiful.
And now I'm going to select a beautiful plate for this. Do we have another one of these? I think there's one right up there. Am I looking at it?
All right, Andrew, while you're looking for that, I'm just going to check in on a few. I'm going to check in on a few people who are cooking. Let's see how they're doing.
Love it.
All right, let's go to, I see Jessica Peterson. Are you guys cooking? Let's see. Unmute yourself, please.
We are cooking.
And where are you cooking from tonight?
We're in the DC area. So
You're in DC.
Yeah.
So you're cooking some halibut. You're cooking some miso sauce. Hi, guys.
We're cooking our one piece right now. We got some already done over here. So.
All right, good. Questions for Andrew? Questions for Pink? Just hanging out, having a good time, supporting Red.
Just having a good time. So yeah, loving this event.
Well, good. Thank you both for being here tonight, and good luck in DC.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, let's find some other people in the kitchen. I see Lynn Feynman. What's happening there? Let's get you to unmute. Let's see where they're coming from tonight. What's up?
All right, we're in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we're cooking away.
Yeah, ready to pull out the fish.
When we made the cocktail the first time, I accidentally put gin in it, so we're feeling pretty good. I mean, we put the rum in it, and the gin, and the sake.
Just pour it all in. That's good.
That's right. But
questions for Chef tonight? I see your halibut. I see your greens. Anything for AZ right there? You guys in good shape?
We're in good shape. Yeah, we're quite happy. We're excited to. I guess the question is, are we going to eat and then do dessert, or are we going to knock through everything?
What do you think, Andrew?
You can make what I would suggest is that you eat your fish while I make dessert, and then when you're done with your fish, you can do what I do.
Awesome.
It's very, very simple, but I would like you to be able to eat your fish. And we're ready to assemble.
All right, AZ, hang on. Who's in Europe right now? Put it in the chat. Who's cooking at like 3 a.m. in Europe? I want to get you on here. I know we have people. I am. Chiara, you're in Ireland. Let's go to Chiara. I'm probably butchering that. In Ireland. Paul, did you find Chiara?
Yeah, Cadwell.
Yeah, let's find. Yep, she's in Ireland. And Anita is in Norway.
Hey, Chiara. Is it Chiara or Chiara?
I know it sounds Italian. I'm like Chiara, but it's in Ireland.
Hello.
Hello, Chiara. Are you in Ireland?
Hi. Hello.
Where are you in Ireland?
In Dublin.
In Dublin.
Dublin. Woohoo.
Do you have questions? Well, welcome. Thanks for being up. What time is it right now in Dublin?
It's nearly 2.
It's nearly 2 in the morning. Hello, Dublin.
Have you ever had fresh fish at 2? Nearly 2?
Never. No. It's going to be my lunch for work tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, look at you, all cooked. That's delicious. Everything good in Dublin?
Oh,
Chiara,
yeah, it's good.
Chiara, I have a question for you, and I want you to tell the truth.
Okay.
You could care less about the fish you're cooking with Pink.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
I love you.
I like the fish, though. I did make it.
She made it, AZ. She made the fish.
But I also got lunch.
I love it.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Chiara, and good luck in Dublin. Where's Anita from? Hello, Anita.
Hi, I'm from Norway.
Oh, Norway.
Norway.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
What time is it there?
It's 2 in the night.
It's 2 in the morning.
So everybody in this house is asleep.
Oh,
Except
so
you.
Can't. Are you cooking or is that too loud?
I had planned to cook, but I haven't got the dashi no moto ingredients, so I have ordered it, but it haven't come in later.
All right.
You're going to
So
love
I'm
it.
cooking tomorrow.
Happy. I'm so happy you're here. Norway is one of my favorite places in the whole world. I bought my house because it looks like Norway. True story.
Well, thank you, Anita. And then we have, is it Moana? I know we have Moana on here. Are you also in Norway or you're somewhere else?
I'm from France.
Oh, you're in France?
Yes, and Pink, I have a drawing for you.
She drew you a picture, Pink, of you and Willow.
Oh.
Oh, that's Jameson.
Or Jameson, I'm sorry.
I love you.
You're so talented.
Thank you.
You are so. Is that charcoal pencil? What is that?
Pencil. Yes.
You're incredible.
Oh, it's
you. In that photo, I was sitting. Look, Willow wants to see it. Look, she drew that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's amazing. Wow.
Aww.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I like your shirt.
Yeah.
Where are you in France, Moana?
In Dijon. Do you know?
Yeah, well, Andrew probably does. They have good mustard.
You win.
Yeah, you win. You're in Dijon. Perfect. Ça va? All good? Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for that beautiful picture.
I love you back. I wish I could share my fish with you. It's smelling very nice.
Yeah.
Moana, I have your email. I will connect with you afterwards. I know you want to send that picture, so we'll get it to Pink,
Thank
okay?
you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. All right, well, that was very, very sweet. All right, let's go back to some cooking, then we'll go back to some questions.
Well, all I want to do is have people give their sauce a little stir.
Stir your sauce.
Take a spoon and throw a nice tablespoon and a half, and put it in the center of the plate and just give it a little stir and make an oval or circular shape. Mine is about 4 inches circular. Then the next thing that I want you to do is take a little bit, I have some freshly ground pepper, and I'm just sprinkling that on my fish because I want that bite of fresh pepper. I didn't want it cooked on the fish. I wanted to have a different pepper experience for the diner. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pile of these greens that I have, and I'm going to put them off center to one side so they're a little bit on the sauce and a little bit off the sauce. And I have
I want to see what you're doing, and I can't see your plate.
Hold on.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you kindly.
It just makes it, if you do that, if everything is centered and lined up, it looks a little too prefabby. And I didn't clump it on. I just put a couple of spoonfuls or chopstickfuls onto there, so it's got a little bit of height to it, but it's still the right portion.
That's funny.
And then all I'm doing is I'm just gonna build. You can put your one piece of fish leaning against the veg, but I'm just putting this little stack of fish against the veg so that there's a little more interaction for the diner. Do you want to back the light off maybe a little bit?
Andrew, this is fantastic. My 16-year-old just brought the fish down to me, so just letting you know.
It's the sauce. The
sauce is killer.
And I'm walking this around because I want people to see how simple. Hello.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
But you see, but is there, I have a couple of little pieces. You can just lean one piece against, but that way you see the greens, you see the fish, you see the sauce. And if I turn this around, I have a really nice hard sear on that fish. Brown is the color of flavor.
What do you think? Did I not go far enough?
No, you killed it. Perfect.
It's perfect. The sauce is killer. I mean, you really could put this with anything, right?
It's the best thing, and though, I mean, we teach this all the time, and I probably get emails every week from people telling me of new ways they've used it. It's a very traditional Japanese. So it's like making a yakitori or teriyaki sauce and having people, you can come up with a million versions of it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
This is the most beautiful. Oh God. I
What
just
happened?
dropped everything.
What's
Nothing.
oh God?
Everything's fine.
Yeah, don't say oh God. Don't say oh God. Oh God. Don't say oh God.
That's okay.
And then the screen goes black.
Drop stuff. It's fine.
Did you drop halibut? We can't see it on camera, so nobody knows.
5-second rule.
Hey kids, dinner's ready! Willow, Jameson, let's go! The best fish I ever made!
All right, we're going to cut to Andrew, Ario, and Joey Owens. Where are you guys coming from? Paul, do we got them?
Pink, hang on a second. Pink, bring your dish back on screen for 1 second.
Why? Because it's the best thing you've ever seen?
We want to see it.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Well, there's a money shot.
Yeah, baby.
Not bad for a high school dropout, huh?
I got your halibut right here.
Yeah. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. It's so beautiful. Do you want to say hi to the people? Come here. I know you can't hear them, but say hi. Hi.
What's up, Jameson? Woo!
Jameson!
Hold on. I'll put this in your ear so you can hear. Everyone just said hi.
Everyone say hey to Jameson.
Hey, Jameson!
Hi, Jameson.
Hi.
All right, Paul, let's spotlight Ario and Joey.
Okay? Let's go eat. I'm going to put it on the table. I'm listening. I'm just going to put the food in front of the kids.
Perfect. Let's get them on here. Where are you coming from? Where are you guys?
We're outside of Portland.
Portland.
Oregon, not Maine. Portland, Oregon. Yeah.
Portland, Oregon, not Maine. How did the fish and everything come out? Looks great.
So good.
Beautiful.
You're going to like that sauce.
Good job. Thumbs up. Questions for Andrew. Pink is feeding the children, but coming back. Questions for AZ or Pink?
I'm here.
We got Portland, Oregon here. You guys are good? Fabulous?
Yeah, it's going well. Well.
All right. How's Portland these days? All right?
Good. It's good. No complaints. Hot. It's like 95 degrees today. It's hot.
All right. Good to know. Questions for Andrew as he's sucking down his halibut, and any chef questions or no? You're all good.
What's your favorite fish to cook?
My favorite fish to cook? I like really fatty fish, fresh wild sardines, mackerel, stuff like that with the head on it. Japanese shishimo or sanwa, anything that's a full portion, nice and fatty, head on.
Nice. Good.
Sea bream is really good. Love it.
Nice.
Right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to check in on a few other people while Pink is feeding the kids. Let's see. She's back. That's okay. We got people all over the world here. This just says Kelly. I'm going to ask Kelly to unmute. Where's Kelly coming from? Kelly. Oh, there we go. Hang on. There she is. Hi, Kelly, and whoever's with Kelly. Where are you coming to us from tonight?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. How did the halibut come out with the greens?
Oh man,
Awesome.
It's awesome. This is
Boom.
here with me. We're at Deb's kitchen.
Hi, Deb's kitchen. Perfect. Any questions for Chef or Pink? Anybody? You just hanging out, having a good time, supporting Red?
Yes, that's right. We were in the Red Zone for the U2 concert, and that's how we got involved with Red.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Well, we're glad you're here tonight, and big shout out to Austin. We love Austin.
You guys, this is so good, right?
It's so good.
Come on.
Do the kids, Pink, do the kids like it?
Jameson says it's the best thing ever, right?
Yeah. Thanks, kiddo.
Oh, even Willow said that, and she doesn't like food.
Let's check in.
You like sugar.
Let's check in. Hey, Paul, let's check in with Kirsten Gavoni.
Gavoni.
The Gavoni party here tonight.
Hi, Billy.
Like this?
Yeah.
Hi. We're going to spotlight you. Hang on a second. Add spotlight. Oh, we lost spotlight. Paul, spotlight, Kirsten Gavoni.
There we go.
There they are. They're the Gavonis.
Hi.
Hi.
Everything good? Now, Pink, you actually met Kirsten for 2 seconds because when we did that dinner together and the pizza parties that everyone bought, they bought the other party. So we should do some pizza parties.
Fun. Yay, let's do it.
Let's
Oh,
do
my
some
goodness.
pizza parties.
And we
How's cooking? You're just drinking, Kirsten?
What?
You're I didn't know you were just drinking tonight. Here we go.
No, there's fish cooking in the background.
Any questions for AZ or Pink while we're at it? You guys doing good?
No, well, I have a question about the sauce actually.
All right, ask Chef.
Very like our sauce tasted. It was pretty intense. So if we want to make the sauce itself a little less intense, I think I might have added a little too much miso. What should I add to that? Should I add some more sake or some like water or something? What?
Yeah, you can bump up the intensity. I mean, this is a very tight recipe. We make it all the time, and frequently this happens. People put a little too much miso in. And if that happens, just bump up the other ingredients by add another egg yolk, add another little bit of sake, add a few more tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
Sometimes it just requires another tablespoon of sugar just to knock down the saltiness from the miso. The other issue is the type of miso that you're buying. We use a product called Shiro miso, which means white miso in Japan.
Yeah,
it's the mildest form of miso. And if you're using like a brown miso from like Westbury or domestic producer, sometimes those are really, really, really intense.
Okay. No, we got the white miso, so I think I just.
Oh, right on. Then and also, by the way, a few tablespoons of water would work. Add a little water and a little bit of sugar and see what happens. Whisk it in.
Perfect.
Water and sugar, good advice. Thanks, Kirsten. Say hello to Dean and everyone. All right, so we have Lucy McKenna. I think they're in Oz, right? The Aussies here?
Yes. Hi. We're in Sydney.
Y'all look amazing.
You look amazing.
I love your hair so much. You are kidded.
You got what time? It's tomorrow, right? Or it's today?
Yeah.
It's tomorrow or yesterday? Or it's last
It's like
Tuesday,
10
right?
o'clock, right? Or something like that.
11. We're drinking.
Oh,
yeah.
Vegemite.
Oh, Vegemite.
Yeah, just add Vegemite to the sausage.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Paul, these are your people here.
I know that you need to stop the Vegemite. It's bad for you. It's a dangerous drug.
So wait, what time is it in Sydney? It's like 6 o'clock tomorrow night, right?
No, it's 11.
11 a.m. tomorrow, Billy. Get on the program.
I don't know what day or time it is. Well, thank you for being here. Questions for Pink or Andrew? You're just the.
Well, we do have a quickie question. We couldn't find a halibut. They don't have it in Australia. So what would be the closest thing?
What fish? Andrew, what fish?
Literally any firm white-fleshed fish that you have. I mean, the seafood down in Sydney, I've been in that wonderful seafood market of yours, is just extraordinary. Also, a lot of your shellfish works really well here. All the crustaceans that you have, just take them out of the shell. I mean, Sydney's got some of the best seafood on planet Earth. So go ahead and serve this with just about anything.
Okay, cool. We have a question for Pink as well.
All right, Pink, we need you. There she is.
Pink, how much do you love Gwen Stefani?
This much? This much. Still this much. I love that we have inside jokes. Now we're friends.
We love you both. Can I show you a tattoo?
Your Two Wolves shirt.
Is that a tattoo?
Oh, wow. Hang on.
Wow. Wait, hang on. Is that a pink tattoo?
Stand by.
How did
It is a
that
clean
feel?
show. We have a lot of kids here. I think it's a pink tattoo on her thigh.
Aww.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yay, guys.
New Hut and Honey in Noosa.
Oh, no way.
I was the first one tattooed there.
Aw. That's so great. I'll tell Carrie.
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us from Oz today or tomorrow, whatever day it is. We appreciate it. Now, what we're trying to find out is Christian Spiro on here. Paul, can we find him?
You want to say hi? Come here.
Are you still on here, Christian Spiro?
Yes, he is.
Okay. This guy looks legit, so let's unmute him right now. Now, Pink, this is Christian Spiro. Where are you guys coming from?
We're coming from New Jersey.
They're from Jersey.
Hey!
Now, we heard you want to do something right now. Is this correct?
Yeah, I would love
Pink,
to.
watch this.
Hey, Pink. So this is my girlfriend Jessica, and she really loves you and wants to know if. Well, I want to know if you would ask her to marry me, because I've been asking for 8 years, and
Wait, what's your name?
I'm Christian. This is Jessica.
You're Christian, and you're Jessica. Jessica? You are
No
the
pressure,
love-
no pressure.
You are absolutely the love of Christian's life.
Oh my
Will say yes. Say yes. Just say yes. Will you marry this beautiful, beautiful man? You better be a beautiful man also, because I'm vouching for you.
He is for sure. And yes.
Woo! We got it, yes.
Oh my God! Oh, I'm so nervous.
All right, it's a clean show, guys. Easy on the making out. Jameson's right there.
We're making
Well done. Jersey's in the house.
Thanks, Pink. Thanks, Billy.
All right, where are we getting married?
Yeah, where are we getting married?
Philly.
You could do it right in between Gino's and Pat's.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Mazel tov, and we're glad you're here. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Now go get off this Zoom and have a good time. That's for sure.
Aw, I love love.
We love love.
20 years are the hardest.
I'm 21 next month, so it's all downhill now.
Hey, you're dialed now.
Done. Where's Sharon Harris and Georgie Harris?
You're in.
Where's Sharon Harris and Georgie Harris? Are they on here, Paul?
Yes.
Let's find the Harris Brood.
I'm
They were
sweating. That made me so nervous.
There's my girls. You have to unmute.
Aw.
I've been cooking the whole time. Who brought you the food? Hello.
Yeah, I know. You guys brought me cocktails, and we brought.
Brought it down the stairs to the studio.
It's the studio. It's great. Well, thanks, babies. Those are my babies.
Babe.
All right, we got some more cooking to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Andrew, is that like you that's your recipe? Obviously. The sauce, the halibut with miso?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very traditional recipe, but yes, that is my recipe.
It's so delicious. I've never had to fight my kids on greens.
Well,
I always have to fight my kids on greens, not tonight.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes, please.
I have a secret to tell you. First of all, anybody who's been watching this sees how wonderful you are with your fans and what a giant-sized heart you have. And I think you may remember this, but I've never told you. But like 10 years ago, when you and your family were at that hotel in Hawaii, you remember that vacation you took? Yes. So my family was there too, along with some other people. And my kid, who I was trying to teach about good music to, recognized you guys and ran up to you. And it took me about 5 minutes to find where he was until his mom looked over and said, I think Noah's having a conversation with Pink and her husband. And we went running over, and there you were. And you made my kids here, and he just texted me to say hi. He's still one of your biggest fans, and he wanted to make sure that I said hello to you.
Aw, give him my love.
The point of that is what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul you are. And your kids, of course, love the food because you're a great mom. Oh, and look, there's your mom.
There's Judith.
There's Judith Moore. There's Judy.
How many greens did you feed me as a kid, huh?
I'm not owning up to that.
Thank you. It's a beautiful recipe. That was so, seriously, I hope everyone, there's 210 and the rest of us. And now my kids are chasing each other around.
Well, yeah, go make that miso.
That was so delicious. That was hey guys, cut it.
There's only like 20,000 people streaming on Facebook. It's good.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. All right, so we had Judy. I don't know if I should even call you Judy. It's probably Judith, right? It says Judy.
No, it's Judy.
All right, Judy's good. All right, everyone here, we're going to take some more questions in a little bit. And I know Pink, people do a couple questions about wine really quick. You know, I mean, it became a passion of yours. You know, people, I am drinking a beautiful bottle of Two Wolves before we cook dessert. For those that don't know about Two Wolves, can you give us a quick spiel how this all happened? Like people, it's a big deal. And as a friend of mine, and I've been to the winery and been to the house, and you know, it's outside of touring the world, it's magic and it's your passion. But where did that all, for the people that don't know, how did that happen and where did it all come from?
It started with peach schnapps. No, I'm just kidding.
Some bar in Shanghai, you know.
No, I like wine, and I think at this point the thing that keeps me involved and alive is nature and the earth, and farming is a really cool thing, even if you're just growing a mint plant on your windowsill or a flower in your garden or teaching your kids how to pick fresh vegetables from a little plot of earth. I happen to grow vines and I love it. And it's just a beautiful thing when you start paying attention to nature and what's happening where we live on this planet. And wine is art, you know, it's like what Andrew does. Andrew makes art and it sustains you. It gives you life. And I believe that wine also helps sustain you and get you through life.
For sure. Good answers.
But no, I just love it. I love it. And my kids get to live here and we're very blessed and lucky, and it's a cool process. So if anybody out there is wondering what to do with their life, farm. Go get your hands in the dirt.
Get your hands in the dirt. Was that one of your songs, by the way?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Someone wants to know if Two Wolves is coming to Canada. Are you shipping to Canada yet?
I'm working on it. It's expensive.
He's working on it. Hey, shipping's expensive.
There's so many laws. Did you know that most of the laws are from Prohibition?
Yes, I do know that for a fact.
Most of the alcohol laws in this country are from
1930, whatever. Yeah. All right, Two Wolves Wines. And people have asked, yes, you have to get on your waiting list. It's small production. It's delicious. So join the waiting list. And
yes, and thank you for caring. And we make a small amount, and we're making a little bit more. It's me and one other lady, and we do two mamas, and we do all of it ourselves. And so we're working on it.
You're working on it for sure. So we're gonna get to dessert, but people, you know, there's so many questions in the chat, and I'm just trying to pick them up.
I'm nervous about dessert, Andrew.
We're gonna get a little flame. It's gonna be like the fire show, right, Andrew?
You're gonna crush it. It's super easy.
Rhubarb is an intimidating. Is it a vegetable? Is it a fruit? Rhubarb?
Rhubarb is a fruit. It's very tart, and I think it goes perfectly. I mean, this is a June-July riff on Bananas Foster. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
All right. Andrew, right before you start, someone just asked right away, what's the perfect substitute if you can't get your hands on rhubarb for this dish?
Oh, any fruit you have. We've done this with every conceivable fruit on planet Earth. The only thing you don't want to do it with is melon. Melon tends to fall apart in there. You want something that holds together, but this only cooks for like 90 seconds or 2 minutes. So it's super, super fast. And so strawberries and rhubarb will hold together enough. Blueberries tend to turn to mush, but anything that holds together is going to be easy. Easy peasy. Peaches, nectarines, not plums, strawberries, rhubarb, not blueberries, not raspberries, pineapple, all the good stuff.
All right, let's rock some dessert, everybody.
All right, so watch me do this and then you can follow along. I have a preheated pan here and I'm putting my brown sugar and butter into there.
Alicia, warm up the pan.
Basically equal parts of the butter and the brown sugar. And we're just going to cook that together for about 90 seconds. You want to grab the ice cream for me? I just want that to come together over high heat and begin to caramelize. Now, when will the butter and the brown sugar caramelize? They're going to caramelize when the water that's in the butter evaporates. So it only takes about 90 seconds, 2 minutes for that. It's not going to emulsify until we add our fruit and then ultimately our rum. And the reason is we need something to blend the butter or the fat and the sugar together. So this is cooking along.
I'm using vegan butter. I don't think it melts the same.
Actually, vegan butter works really, really well. It doesn't melt the same, but the rum and the vegetables will actually bind it the same. So I can see here that my brown sugar is starting to caramelize in the butter. You can see that there's no separation of fat or as much anymore, and it's starting to look a little thicker. And at that point, I add a little bit of rhubarb and a little bit of strawberry.
Did you say peaches, Andrew? Someone just asked about peaches.
Oh, peaches are great. You just don't want super, super ripe ones because there's too much liquid. But again, this is all about not cooking your fruit for very long. All I want to do is warm the fruit up. I still want them to hold together and have a little bit of integrity. Now, in the recipe, I remind people to please portion your ice cream ahead of time, because once this heats up, you really want to make sure that you're ready to spoon it over your ice cream. So
ready for dessert?
One thing that I've noticed is that now that my strawberry and rhubarb is in there, the brown sugar and the butter are starting to mix with the juices from the fruit, and they're starting to get it's starting to get a little bit saucy in there. Once that happens, that is the key moment. I light my match or lighter, and you can dip it into the side of your gas burner, but I want to face you guys instead of doing it away from you. And all I do is drop that in and light it.
That was that Flor de Caña, that great rum. Woo!
My favorite, it's sustainable. Pink was talking about farming and how important that is. Flor de Caña is one of the most sustainable products made, and easily the most sustainable rum. They've got an incredible program now because they're growing sugarcane. They want to make sure that they're growing, planting trees for all the sugarcane that they plant. It's really an incredible green program that they've got. And you just want a little bit of that rum. And then all you want to do is take a slotted spoon and grab the strawberries and some of that rhubarb and spoon it over the top there. I need a little bit more rhubarb. My rhubarb is getting buried in there.
Wait, did you put the rum in the fruit, right? You did, right?
I did, and I lit it on fire.
And then you light it on fire.
And then I take it off of the fire and turn the stove off. By cooking the rum and by igniting it, you burn most of the alcohol off. For little kids, For little children or anyone that you don't want to serve alcohol to, this isn't the ideal dish. So I would call this a PG-13 deal. A little bit, I mean, there's so little. I've made 3 or 4 portions here with 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces. But, you know, you want to be careful about giving alcohol to people. But it's super simple. But that strawberry rum sauce with this is absolutely out of sight. And as with everything, the most important thing is to taste it. The reason I like the rhubarb with this is that rhubarb is a little tart. So instead of being overly sweet, it's just yummy as all get out.
You just say yummy as all get out? Is that what you just said?
I did, Billy.
I love it.
Mine didn't light, but that's okay because it was funny.
That's okay. Just let it cook. And, you know, in the pan, people always say, oh, it looks so thin. The minute it starts to cool, you can see that strawberry rhubarb caramel sauce is sauce consistency. And leftovers of this are absolutely delicious. Spoon this over yogurt in the morning. Unbelievable.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to get a couple people that want to say hello. Is it Maya? Maya? I think it's Maya. Let's see.
Hi, Pink.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi. First, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing your life with us. This was amazing.
The documentary was amazing.
Thank you. And I have a question for Willow. Is she around?
Oh, Willow, there's a question for you.
Question for Willow.
Currently stuffing herself with ice cream here. Wow, that's so weird coming out of my ear.
All right, question for Willow.
Hang on.
She's cleaning the AirPods first before she puts them back in her ear.
Yep.
Hi,
My
Willow.
girl.
Hi. You did an amazing job with your mom. And I wanted to know, were you nervous? No?
Oh, come on. You were a little nervous. No. I was terribly nervous.
Yeah. You guys were fantastic and beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
I'll talk
Maya.
to you later. Thank you.
Thank
you. All right, these are the Butlers from South Texas. I like that that's your Instagram handle.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I don't have a question, but Chef Zimmern, I really wanted to be in Miami at the dinner you and Scott Conant had, but we didn't make it down to South Beach this year. So this was a beautiful consolation prize. So thank you for tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you, the Butlers. All right, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello. I actually had a quick funny story for Pink and Willow.
Okay.
So I'm a teacher, and a couple months ago, two of my students come up and say, Miss Ammons, we found the greatest song. We think it needs to be our classroom theme song. I'm like, oh, I love music. What is it? And like, it's this great song. It's called Cover Me in Sunshine. And I said, oh, I love that song. And they're like, that's our favorite singer. And I went, oh, me too. I love Pink. And they're like, no, Willow. Willow's our favorite singer. It became our everyday. We played that at lunch in our classroom, and the whole class would sing it, and they all loved it. But there's a whole group of third graders, now fourth graders in North Carolina, that want to know when Willow is coming out with her own album.
Oh, Willow.
I don't know. When's Willow coming out with her own album? Actually, tell them what you want to do.
What?
I think it's very apropos. Tell Chef Andrew where you plan on going to college.
Oh, I want to go to the Culinary Institute of America in New York.
Whoa.
Get out of town.
Woo!
Willow, let me tell you something. At the rate that you're going and the number of food friends that you're piling up, you may already have surpassed what they can teach you by the time you're ready to go. Anytime that you want to come and cook with me on TV, here in our studio, anytime.
Look at that.
You just tell your mom and dad, we'll make it happen. And if I'm in your neck of the woods, I'll come cook with you and you can show me your chops.
I think the entry test has to be that she has to crack her own egg. She won't do it.
But now I will.
The entry test is making an omelet, right, Andrew? That's the entry test. You have to make an omelet.
right now in a
Hang on,
bowl.
we're doing an egg cracking right now.
Oh, we're doing an egg cracking. Let's do a test right
I
now.
want to see it. This will be the first time, y'all, live.
So everyone, you know what's great about this? Everyone's having the best time ever from all over the world, and we're supporting an amazing organization. That's why I love doing these things. So thanks everyone again for being here. All right, Willow, are you cracking an egg or are you making us an omelet?
Right here.
Let's go.
Right here.
Yes.
Get after it.
I know you.
Russia.
I know you can do it.
Oh, not too bad.
Wait.
Don't
No
be
pressure.
afraid of it. Go hard.
Oh, it's
Nice
boom.
job.
Man.
Very
How's it
good.
feel? All right, that was a first.
That's pretty good.
All right. She's,
All right,
she's in your
Sonia.
class, Chef. She's in your
All
class.
right, a couple more quick questions. Where's Sonia from? Hi, Sonia.
I am right here in your backyard in Los Angeles.
Los
Big
Angeles.
fan. Big fan. I actually just want to make a comment and also to the chef.
All right.
To Pink, as a mom of two sons who's has a career and had to try and do it all. I want to say I admire you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep allowing your kids to be weird. Mine are adults and they were called weird when they were growing up, and now everybody wants to marry them. So
well, that's good.
Right?
See?
We're doing okay.
Normal
now,
is
right?
boring.
Right. And then Chef, both my sons actually love to cook. Love to cook. I'm going to show the one who's in Illinois this video, and we're probably going to put this together. And we have a peach tree in the back, so I'm going to try that dessert with peaches instead of rhubarb.
Oh, for sure. And it's a great way. Oftentimes people have peaches, they're a little underripe, but they have so many.
Yes.
They can't wait for them all to ripen because then they're all going to rot. And this is a great way to use peaches that are firm and sweet, but just have a little bit too much tartness. Whoa.
Typically, I slice them up and I freeze them when there are so many.
Yep.
If that works, that could work too.
It does. How you freeze it, if you have a lot of ice or water particulate in the bag, then it puts water in the pan and the caramel doesn't set the same way. But you can always just air dry them for a couple hours on a paper.
And then freeze them?
No. When you're defrosted, after you've defrosted.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
But
good to
freezing
know.
them is great for pies and tarts and muffins and all that kind of stuff. This is just one way of dealing with fruit. So
okay, awesome. Thank you so much for doing this.
Perfect. Thank you, Sonia. We have Amphi here. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Amphi? I know. Oh, we lost Pink. I know she's a big fan. Pink, when you come back.
I'm coming.
Oh, she's done this in the kitchen.
I'm coming. Sorry.
All right. Amphi wants to say hello to Pink. That's for sure.
Hi.
All right, this is Amphi.
Amphi, hi. Wait, why is that on your hat? Why do you know that? That's like my next tattoo. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, she's frozen a little. Oh, your Wi-Fi, Amphi.
I think, yeah.
We can't hear you, Amphi.
Hear you, baby.
Well, while Amphi works on that, let's go to Amanda, and then Amphi, just yell out when you've turned.
We'll come back when you're loud.
You just yell out to us once we work that one out. Amanda V.
Hi.
Hi.
Fangirl for a minute because I love you, Pink.
Thank you.
You are amazing, and that's it. I just,
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Amanda. Oops. Oh, wait. Unmuted. We lost you for a minute. Amphi, did we get... Thanks, Amanda. Thank you. Amphi, did we get...
Thank you.
Thank you. Amphi, did we get the Wi-Fi back? I think it's frozen.
Oh.
So her hat, what's so funny about it is my next tattoo, I don't know why you know this, but it's amazing. My next tattoo, I'm trying to be just a complete yes person instead of a no person. And so my next tattoo, I just want to put, I'm in, right here. I'm in. And then anytime anyone asks me something, I just go.
Perfect.
And you have it on a hat.
Love it.
All right. Well, everybody, this was an amazing night.
This is so good. Chef,
The dessert's amazing.
everything. This was such a beautiful meal and it all worked so well together. It was really delicious. Thank you so much.
Well, this was a great night. We have so many people on here all over the world supporting the Red campaign, and my good friends Pink and Andrew Zimmern. And we just can't thank everybody enough for coming out, cooking some food. Some of you just hung out. Remember, those $25 donations turn into $100 donations, so every penny counts. I think we're going to put the link up one more time. And once again, everyone that's on here, I'm going to send you an email tomorrow. If you'd like to join us Wednesday night with Al Roker or Saturday night with Joel McHale, you can all be my guests, that's for sure. Jennifer Latito in New York City, you want to wrap this up for us and the Red campaign?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Everything looks delicious, and I'm just so grateful to everybody for showing up. All your questions, all your thoughts, all of your support is just amazing. So it's getting late in here in New York, but I'm super excited, and I'm just finishing my cocktail, so I think it's time for another one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm going to make another shiso green gimlet. That thing was jamming.
Thank you, sure.
Hi, Patrick. I see you.
Amazing stuff. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody. Let's play some music.
Thank you, everyone.
We love you all. Everybody wants some music right now, so I'm going to give you some music right now. That's for sure. You might have heard this song.
That's a different kind of party.
Such a great song.
Friendly faces I've got.
Love you all. Thanks, everybody. Great night. Thank you, Pink. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Jennifer, and everyone from all over the world. Love you all. Thanks, Charlotte.